Before we dive into this habit, I want you to pause for a moment and think about the world we live in today. Everything is fast. Everything is loud. We are moving at a speed that barely allows us to think, let alone feel. We are rushing toward a future we haven't even defined yet. In this rush, we are bombarded with information designed to focus on what is broken. The news tells us what is wrong with the world. Social media shows us what is wrong with our neighbors' lives. We see the filtered perfection of others and compare it to our own messy reality. Over time, we become experts at spotting flaws. We become critics before we even become observers. But this critical mind creates a heavy heart. When you spend your day looking for what is wrong, you eventually start feeling that the world is a wrong place to be. It drains your soul of its natural light. What if one simple habit could make your life calmer, happier, and more meaningful? Not by changing your bank account, but by changing your vision. It's about a different way of looking at people, truly seeing them beyond the surface of their mistakes. Most people go through life in constant judgment. We judge strangers, coworkers, and people online. We search for mistakes, thinking it makes us smarter or more discerning. But negativity is exhausting. It is a burden we were never meant to carry for so long. But something happens when you look for what is good instead of what is wrong. Life begins to feel lighter. Positivity is not about pretending. It's about choosing where you focus your precious attention. It is a form of spiritual discipline that pays dividends in peace. There is an old story from Verdichev. Many years ago, there lived a man with a strange ability. He could find something good in anyone, even people the rest of the world considered beyond redemption. He believed that no one was entirely without a spark of divinity. If someone had a bad reputation, he would defend them. Eventually, skeptical villagers decided to test him. They brought him to a man known for causing trouble everywhere, a liar, a cheat, and someone who seemed to take joy in others' misfortune. The villagers said, "You always find something good. So tell us, what good can you possibly find in this man?" The man from Verdichev didn't answer immediately. He looked at the troublemaker quietly for a long moment, seeing past the anger and the lies. Then he smiled and said, "Well, at least he is honest." The villagers were confused. "Honest? How can you say that?" The man replied, "Because he never pretends to be someone he isn't. He is exactly who he shows the world. There is a strange integrity in his refusal to hide his flaws." He added, "If you look for what is bad, you will always find it. But if you look for what is good, sometimes you discover something everyone else missed." Two people can look at the same person and see different things. One sees arrogance, another sees confidence. One sees weakness, another sees someone exhausted. The world is shaped by the meaning we give to what we see, and something powerful happens when we choose to look for the good. It doesn't just change the person we are looking at, it changes the person who is doing the looking. It softens the edges of our own reality. There is another story of two travelers approaching a city. The first asked a guard, "What are the people like here?" The guard asked, "What were they like in the city you just left?" The man replied, "They were cruel and selfish. I hated every moment there." The guard said, "Then that is exactly what you will find here." Later, a second traveler asked the same question. He said the people he left were kind and generous, and he was sad to leave them. The guard smiled. "Then that is exactly what you will find here. We find what we carry in our hearts. If you carry anger, you will see a world that justifies it. If you carry kindness, you find beauty everywhere. This is the law of the internal mirror. Our external world is often just a reflection of our internal state. When you constantly look for flaws in others, eventually you start seeing them everywhere, even in yourself. You become a prisoner of your own critical gaze. But when you train your eyes for goodness, you start seeing it in yourself too. You begin to offer yourself the same grace you give to others. Maybe the purpose of life is not to be perfect, but to see people more clearly. To see that everyone is struggling, everyone is learning, and everyone has something valuable inside them. It is a slow process of uncovering the hidden gold that lies within every human soul. How do we start? It begins when someone cuts you off in traffic or a coworker is late. In that second of irritation, you have a choice. See a villain, or see a human having a difficult day. See someone who is rushing to a hospital or who just received bad news. Give them the benefit of the doubt. Choosing the second path protects your own peace. It keeps your heart soft in a hard world. Look for hidden treasures today. In the difficult, in the quiet, in the one who fails. It is the greatest wisdom you can possess. It is the wisdom of the heart, which is far more powerful than the cleverness of the mind. When you change your focus, you change your future. We are building our souls thought by thought. Every time you see the good, you build a soul that is strong, peaceful, and radiant. You are creating a temple of peace within yourself that no external storm can shake. That goodness ripples outward. It touches your family, your children, and even strangers you pass on the street. You might never know the full impact of a single kind thought, but it matters. It is a seed that grows into a forest of compassion. It is the true legacy of a life well lived. Becoming an observer of good is an art. It requires patience. It requires the willingness to be wrong about your first impressions. It means looking twice, and then a third time, until the goodness reveals itself. It is always there, waiting to be found by eyes that are looking for it. When you find that goodness, speak it. Tell people what you see in them. Often, they have forgotten their own worth. Your words can be the light that helps them find their way back to themselves. This is the greatest gift you can give another human being, to see them as they truly are. And what about the shadows? We don't ignore them. We simply choose not to live in them. We acknowledge the mistakes and the pain, but we focus on the potential for healing and growth. We look for the light, even in the deepest shadows, knowing that the light is the more permanent reality. Every person is a mixture of light and shadow, but what you feed grows. If you feed the shadow with judgment, it grows. If you feed the light with recognition, it expands. Choose to be the one who feeds the light. It is a sacred responsibility and a beautiful way to spend your days. Thank you for spending this moment with me. May your journey today be filled with discoveries of goodness. Look past the surface. Find the light in others and find it in yourself. You are not just an observer of beauty. You are a part of it, a vital, necessary part of the world's beauty. Take a deep breath. Feel the stillness of this room. Don't let the noise of the world drown out this peace. Protect it. Cherish it. It is your birthright. When you are at peace, the world around you becomes more peaceful. It starts with you in this very moment. Farewell for now, my friend. May you walk in peace, and may you see with love. May you live in a world as beautiful as you choose to see it. Goodbye. May this perspective guide you always.